Me, I'm getting back rubs from these leather seats. Negotiated equity positions you'll never be. Nigga, rap sheet.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Anthony, back here again with another video, and today we got a story from the OV. And these are one of these stories that I'm not proud of. I hella regret this shit. This was around the time where I was started taking pills, and I don't advise anybody to be taking no type of pills. This is not to glorify negativity. That's my advice to y'all. Don't be taking no pills. No type of pills is cool. So yeah. But on with the video. So this is going to be about the time I took morphine in school. So here we go. So the day just started out as a regular day. I just woke up and got ready for school. Packed my shit in my book bag. Said peace out to my mama. It was actually one of them days I went to school because I was skipping a lot too. But that day I decided to go to school. So yeah, I walked. And my house wasn't really that far from the school. And y'all see why that's important later. My house was literally like a half a mile from the school. So I walked to school every day. So yeah, I walked to school. And there was this little grocery store like across the street from the high school. So I usually went there for a minute to smoke cigarettes, or if anybody had weed, smoke some weed before I went into school. So I just went there, bullshitted for a little bit, heard the bell ring, so I ran up into the school and went to first hour. So I went to first hour and I sat next to my nigga B. And my nigga B ain't just no regular homeboy. He like my A1 day one, still to this day. I still talk to that nigga. And so I went and sat next to him because we didn't really have assigned seats. And everything was just normal. We was doing the work. Bell rang and went to second hour. Went to that class. Bell rang. Went to third hour. Philosophy. And this is where the story starts to get crazy. So went in the third hour and I sat next. And in this class we were in groups. In 4 groups. And it was me, my homeboy. It was like me and a group of homeboys, basically. And we wasn't really worried about the work, because, you know, philosophy is like some deep shit. We was usually just talking about like drugs and other shit. And today, the nigga across from me, he was like, yo, Blant, because that's what they call me, Blant. He was like, yo, Blant, I got some morphine. And I had never tried that shit before. I mean, I don't think I have. I never tried that shit before that point. And I was like, yo, how much is it? And he was like, 10 a pill. And I had 10 on me. So I was like, all right, bro, let me try that shit. You know what I'm saying? Gave him the 10. He gave me the morphine. Like, right there in fucking class, you know what I'm saying? Because the teacher, he was cool. He knew what we was about, but he wasn't really, like, on our shit. I think he was, like, talking and shit. So we, like, did the deal under the desk and shit. And I was like, excuse me, can I use the bathroom real quick? And he was like, yeah, Anthony, go ahead. Took my little planner, took the little bathroom pass, and went to the bathroom. And this morphine pill, it wasn't no, like, usually pills are like 5-10 milligrams. Hell no, this bitch was fat. It was fat as fuck for a pill. He said it was 60 milligram morphine pill. And, so shit, I went to the bathroom with my little planner, and I crushed it up with my planner right there in the bathroom, lined it up, and snorted that shit right there in the bathroom in high school. And it didn't really burn or nothing. It was just a really fuck nigga moment. So yeah, I snorted it, like washed my nose out in the sink and shit, and went back to class, right? And before I was even got back to the class, I felt that motherfucker. It hit me. I was feeling just like my head was like a mile wide. My boy, I was high as fuck. On God. Before I even got to the classroom, sat back in the classroom, tried to act normal as fuck, and looked at him and was just like, "Yo, I just snorted that whole thing." He was like, "What? That whole fucking thing, bro? You gonna be high?" And I'm like, "Man, I can handle it. It's all good." Bell rang. Then I went to 4th hour. And man, I'm telling you, by the time I got to 4th hour, I was fucked up. Like, I was on cloud 9,000. Like, I was stumbling against the lockers, man, just trying to look normal, not talking to nobody. Usually I'm hella talkative and shit. I ain't talking to nobody. I went straight to fourth hour. And in fourth hour, I sat next to B, right? And like in first hour, I sat next to B in fourth hour. So I went to fourth hour and just put my head down immediately. And that's how my nigga knew something was wrong. He was like, yo, Anthony, you good? I was like, nah, man, I'm fucked up. And he was like, what you mean? And still with my head down, I was like, I snorted a morphine pill. He was like, Anthony, what the hell is you doing? He was like giving me all shit, you know what I'm saying? And so he's like, are you good? And I looked up at him, and he said that I looked like Uncle Ruckus. And if y'all don't know who Uncle Ruckus is, I'll show you right now. He said I looked like that nigga with one eye open and just looked hella pale and just sick. And so I was like, man, yeah, I'm fucked up. And he was like, all right, bro, just try to act normal. And thank God we were watching a movie that day in that class. Because if he would have called on me or anything, like we were doing actual work or had to read a book or anything, oh yeah, I would have been fucked. Because I was telling you, I was fucked up. And so yeah, we started watching the movie. And my nigga B, he just tried to, keep me cool. I just kept my head down. I was like spinning. And then I started feeling really sick to my stomach. Hella sick. So I got up and I asked the teacher, I was like, excuse me, can I use the restroom real quick? And he just looked me in my eyes and knew something was wrong. But it was all good because he was like, yeah, go ahead. And the restroom was right next to the fucking bathroom. Or right next to the classroom. It was literally right next door. So I walked out the classroom, and before I even could get to the bathroom, I just started puking. Just throwing up chunks everywhere. Like right there on the floor, right in front of the bathroom. And I was like, dang. So I just went in the bathroom, threw some paper towels on that shit, washed out my mouth, went back in the classroom, put my head down. And I told B what happened, and he just started laughing like a motherfucker. And I was like, yeah, bro, I definitely fucked up. I shouldn't have did this shit. I think I'm finna leave. He was like, yeah, bro, I think that's the best bet. Because I still had 3 more classes, bro, and I was not finna make it. Like, if I had threw up already, I know I wasn't finna make it through the rest of that class. Or through the rest of that school day. So when the bell rang and we had to go to lunch after that class, I just shook out the school. I straight left. And I don't know how the fuck I made it. I ended up going up to the little trap spot too. Like, it wasn't far. The trap spot where we smoked and shit. And I went there, and it was cool and shit because they let me sleep there on the couch until school was off. But I don't know how the fuck I made it because I was high as fuck. So I went there, and they let me sleep, and I was thinking like, yeah, I could probably sleep this shit off. I set an alarm so I can make sure I get back to the house quick and shit. And then I went to sleep. Boom. Knocked. My alarm rang, and then I woke back up, and I saw a message on my phone, and it was the nigga that sold me the morphine. He was like, hey, bro, you good? You trying to smoke? And I was like, I texted him back like, yeah, bro, I'll be there. I'll meet you at your car. This is the fucked up part. I walked all the way back from the trap spot to this nigga's car when I could have just walked to the trap spot to my house. Like, this whole radius is 2 miles away, or like half a mile away. It was all close. So my high ass walked all the way back to the school just to ride to my house and smoke. Like, when I should have just walked to my house and had to meet me there. Like, I was high. I don't know why the fuck I did all that walking for nothing. So shit. But yeah, we ended up getting back to my house. I smoked. That didn't help no better. I remember when I got to his car, I was still throwing up, like, out the fucking car, out the car door, like, bleh. So we went to my house, smoked. I was still so fucked up, man. It was terrible. But yeah, went to my house, smoked, and then them niggas left. I went to sleep, and fuck, like, that was that. So basically, that's the time I did morphine in school. Moral of the story is, don't do any pills. Don't do no pills because it's just, just don't do pills. You feel me? Don't do no pills. So yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Like and subscribe and follow my social media. Peace.